Cha-ching, cha-ching. We are here. And all right, let me just add, it says something. All right. We are here live. And I just wanted to say that I'm super excited to see each one of you. And if you are the first time coming to my Cha-Ching Hotline Thursdays, it's all about let's just tune in and pull some messages. This is the messages for collective. And we are talking about business, we are talking about money. And actually, before coming to this live, I downloaded this idea. I don't know how, like your intuition is working, but we always can talk to our intuition. That's why I'm excited because it was just my birthday on Tuesday, and I came up with this beautiful birthday celebration bundle where we all can connect with our intuition. Remember, we all have the answers inside of us. And sometimes it takes another person with their questions to pull these answers from ourselves because you have that inner knowing. But a lot of times, since we never practice it, we cannot really tap to these answers. And sometimes we are circling with the decisions. And that's why I'm so excited that I have this birthday bundle where I said, okay, let's just, play with that intuition. Let's get to know that intuition. Let's have fun with that. So what we are doing, we are actually, once you sign up, you receive the intuition bundle, which is meditation, audio activation, also some workbooks, some exercises to understand how can you make better decisions based on your inner knowing. And we also, you have 30 minutes with me. This is called the divine download time, where you are coming with a specific question. Hey, Sharon, it's great to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, it's the Leo season, right? So basically, during this divine download time, I already had a couple of meetings. People are coming, and it's just like I never know what's going to come through. And we are focusing on the question the person has, right? Because if there is any decision, maybe you are on the crossroads and you are not knowing exactly what you want to do. So here is the guidance come, right? And I'm just downloading some answers for you. Maybe there is an action step that you do not know. What do I do? What action step do I take? So these are great, valuable experiences. And also we are going to bake your intuition cake. What do I mean by that? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are meeting live and we are connecting with like-minded people. And we are actually mixing, we are doing some experiments, experiences, and we are tasting and we are trusting that whatever we are baking with our intuition, we are trusting our intuition because a lot of times we are missing out on the opportunities because we are so much in our head thinking, okay, do I take that decision? What exactly am I doing? But that's exactly what that experience was created. So I'm excited if you want to register, would love to see you, would love to support you. But tonight, so this is exactly how intuition is working. It comes sometimes through the ideas. But a lot of times we are just, toss aside these ideas. We are like, just, they come and go, come and go. But let me tell you, idea is the first currency from the universe. You can receive $1 idea or you can receive $1,000,000 idea. But if we are not doing anything with these ideas, they're just, poof, they went into the ether, where they can't come from, right? So the idea is to catch that idea, right? So before I was coming tonight with that Cha-Ching Hotline Thursday, the idea landed because usually I'm just pulling out some messages if somebody comes live and they want to ask something. So Sharon, if you feel like you want to ask me something, definitely do so. But I figured let me just pull the messages ahead of time. And I have two spreads. And my daughter for my birthday, I have to show you. She gave me this tarot cards. It's called Cat People. This is so cool. This is like more like Egyptian time, like beautiful, beautiful things. And for anybody who might be, like scared of saying, oh my God, I don't want even to tap to that. Just know that tarot is actually the instrument of self-discovery. because sometimes if we don't know the right answers, we can always get the connection with the cards. And because there are more energies, right? There are a lot of invisible energies, and we can actually receive some guidance. So nothing, like black magic or anything. So don't be scared. But I pulled these beautiful spreads of 5 cards, and I'm just gonna go through them. And I was blown. I was blown away. What a beautiful messages came up. And I said, okay, let's pull the messages for the next 7 days related to your business and related to the money. Okay, I'm working on a new process for helping the person see it from a different lens. Does the universe agree it's a good idea? Yeah, definitely. I'll pull the card for you if that's a good idea. Let me see. But okay, let me first go through this spread because I kind of used a lot of cards, but I'll come back to that question. Sharon, stay with us. So let me just share this beautiful message. So in terms of again, this is the collective message. So maybe you are even going to hear the answer, Sharon, but I'll pull more cards for you. But let's look at the business for the next 7 days. And the first card I pulled is the Ace of Cups. And it's all about just be you, because people connect with us because of who we are. Be authentic self. Just connect through your personality. Just, really fine tune, listen what people are looking for, right? Because we are not selling for the sales. We are actually here to support others. We are here to help other people, right? So that business card in business is saying just be you. Ace of Cups saying connect with the person's emotions, right? Because again, people are connecting to us emotionally, and just be present for them. If somebody is talking, just listen to what they are asking, because you might already have that solution for them, right? But first, we want to make the person comfortable so that they can see that they are seen, they are heard, and they feel comfortable even to share with us, right? So the other card for business I pulled is Ace of Wands, and it's all about, oh my God, maybe some new ideas are coming to you. Maybe you are creating something new. Maybe you are launching something. Maybe you are running the challenge. Maybe you are thinking about new program. So this is like a green light saying that whatever you are coming with, it's going to be very great. You have the energy, you have the desire, and everything is going to show up for you the way that you want to. So just think about it. Sharon, you had the question. I'm working on a new process for helping the person see it from a different lens. Does the universe agree it's a good idea? So I feel this is the answer for you, that, like whatever new approach you try, yes, it's going to work. But again, I'll come back just for you personally, but because this is just for the collective. Then I have the card of Page of Pentacles. And that's a good card. It's all about learning, right? It's all about staying curious. Like sometimes when we are selling something and we do not see the results that we desire. Page of Pentacles, it's more like, okay, this is something new for us to learn. Maybe be curious, ask the questions, right? Ask the clients, asking, like, what would you want to be inside of that program that would make you to say yes, right? Because again, we want to collect the data. So we know exactly what our people are looking for, right? So Page of Pentacles is saying you actually start making money, right? Because, like Page, they're just like, like at the beginner stage, right? But it's actually whatever seed you are planting, it's going to be growing, because the next card is 10 of Pentacles. And it's like already the harvest, okay? If Paige is learning and just, like fine tuning, maybe asking the people, doing the survey, doing the market research, 10 of Pentacles is actually the card of saying, okay, the work that you're putting in is having the fruition, and you are actually collecting the fruits of that, which is beautiful for business. So congrats. And 9 of Pentacles, meaning that you are the expert in your area and you are actually, fulfilled because you are doing what you love to do, and the universe is paying you. So let me know, like in a week, how this all played out for you. One second, my card just fell off. this was for the business. And Sharon, hold on, because I'm going to pick personally for you. But just from this first row, what do you feel? I feel like, the universe is actually delivering the message. And the second row was all about money, right? And I have the page of sword again, somebody who is curious, right? If something doesn't work the way that we want to ask, what can I do differently so I can generate more revenue, right? Again, it's always uh, looking for the ways, because if there is a question, or we call it, if there is a problem, there is always a solution. But a lot of times we are so caught up in the problem that we do not even start asking the right questions. So the page of swords is saying, ask the right questions, talk to people, right? Talk to maybe other coaches or healers or whatever industry you are in. Start collecting the information. What is something that worked for somebody else that you might have not tried, that you want to test and see how it's going to work for you? All right, then I have the hermit. Remember, the answers are already inside of us. So sometimes, rather than just, checking the boxes and see, okay, something on my to-do list, actually sometimes just pause, because you already have the answers. If something does not work the way that you desire, just, meditate for 5 minutes, take a walk, do something to distract yourself from this hustle, because the answers are not when we are busy in our mind. The answers are when we are actually tuning into ourselves, and that's where we receive the answers. And the fool is actually saying to ourselves, okay, start something new. Maybe you use a different approach, do something different when it comes to money, maybe something you've never tried before, a different way that like maybe a different program that you want to launch, maybe a different way to bring the people together. And I love the card of magician. Yeah, I'm sorry, this one doesn't work very well. Yeah, magician. And magician is actually, I love this card. Magician is all about, you can manifest the money, because magician is actually manifester. And that means, rather than sitting and saying why it's not working, say to yourself, I know I can create more money. Because a lot of times people are looking more into, how can I save money? But this is a wrong mindset. We do not have to save money, because saving money would never come to us to be as the prosperity, to be as abundance. We want to create more money, and magician actually is telling you, you have all the capacity to create more money, because you are manifesting with every breath you are taking. So manifest new ideas by full, manifest, continue doing whatever you are doing, continue staying curious, right? Staying curious, ask the questions, and turn to your intuition, to your inner guidance. I love how everything is resonating. And nine of cups, you are going to be so fulfilled. It's actually wish fulfilled. That's exactly what that card says. So this was the drawing for tonight, and I was like super super excited with these messages, because the business line and the money line are all like literally talking to each other. And now I'm going to answer Sharon's question. Let me bring it up again. Let me just mix my cards. I'm going to add the cards that I was interpreting just now. This is the new deck. I'm super excited. Look at these beautiful cats. Look on the other side. Beautiful cats. Cat people, that's the deck my daughter got me as the birthday gift. I'm excited. Woohoo! All right. So the question is, I'm working on a new process for helping the person see it from a different lens. Does the universe agree it's a good idea? Okay, let's ask. Does the universe agree that this is a good idea? Does the universe agree that this is a good idea? All right. Okay. Okay. Temperance. Temperance, it's all about the balance, right? So basically, look at Sharon, look at, like, what is it going to give to your person? Because Two of Cups are saying it is a good idea. Two of Cups is actually representing you and your client. and your relationship, like you understand each other, you have a great emotional connection with each other. So yes, the universe confirming, it's saying yes to you. And I'm just going to pull another message from my card for the messages from the universe from this deck. I love that. Okay, let me see. Let me see, what does the universe tell us? What's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. What was never yours is starting to flee from you. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be, I'll be happy when. Be happy now, right? So basically, just saying to you that trust the process. And if you decided, Sharon, that I want to try something different for my client, for them to see it from a different perspective, absolutely, because the shift of perspective is changing the way that we are approaching the situation, and we can tap into another perspective, into another outcome, right? Don't lose the sight of truth. You came here to evolve and grow. So it's necessary to experience the difficult times. That's when you will grow the most. There is always light at the end of a dark tunnel. So this is a beautiful message. Again, like, because we as the business owners, what happens? A lot of times we are just like these trailblazers. Something is showing up for us. We are trying, we are testing, and what we are learning. Yeah, my pleasure, dear. Absolutely. Like, you are on the right track. Just, like, keep doing it. Keep trusting yourself. And like I said, the more we do this work, the more we are tuning with our intuition, the more we believe that everything what we are, experiencing in life is for our own good. Even sometimes the life gives us challenges, but that's exactly what we evolve through, right? Because if everything was easy, that means we are not growing. We are growing only through discomfort. We are growing when something doesn't work, right? And then again, when we are talking about being business owners, being coaches, healers, whatever you are in your entrepreneurship journey, remember, we always hear more no's than we hear yeses, and it's totally fine. So what we are doing through this work, we understand that what we are meant to do, what is our calling, we continue doing, and we stay focused on the process. We are not getting disappointed if something doesn't turn out the way that we want, because again, even in the bad situation, there is a seed of good, only for us to see what it's growing to with the time, right? Sometimes we don't understand why we are facing some, hardships. But hey, maybe, like 6 months from now, we are going to discover, oh my God, now I know why that was presented to me. So this way I was able to grow, right? And we all have our experiences, whether this is life related, whether this is business related, but we are learning to truly trust ourselves and just stay focused on the process, right? Because if we start really getting upset and having self-doubt, guess what? We are going to create more of the situations that are going to upset us, and we feel self-doubt. And I have this beautiful deck for divine feminine entrepreneur. Let me pull a couple of messages from there. What is the messages? What is the messages? Okay, the message is master. Look at this, master. Master. Master how you handle your thoughts and emotions on a daily basis as a successful entrepreneur. Oh my goodness. That's exactly what we were talking about right now, right? Just, like, we are learning how to hold our energy, how to hold and stay, balanced no matter what. Manage your time wisely. Delegate or outsource tasks that drain your energy, and do tasks that are in your realm of uniquely brilliance. I'm coming to that more and more, that, like, whatever your zone of genius, just focus on that and see what you can delegate. Even if you can't delegate a lot, start from something. Like I was saying, if somebody say too many things on my plate and you want to hire the virtual assistant, and if you can't afford to hire for many hours, start at least with a couple of hours, because it's all about taking the first step. Once you take the first step, the universe starts delivering, right? Because you are already moving in that direction. And innovate. The message is innovate, meaning that is your business too generic? Highlight what you can give to your clients that no one else can. Frame your offers in a completely new way. Look at me with this birthday, like let's bake intuition cake, right? Like, who is crazy like Irina? So I love to like that, right? And again, we are going to attract or repel people with our energy, and it's totally fine because we can't be everybody, cup of coffee or, a piece of cake, because everybody is different, and it's okay that some people are unsubscribing from our email list. I'm sending this birthday launch campaign, and some people are unsubscribing, and I feel totally blessed, and I'm in gratitude because I know these are not my people. So as long as we know what we are here to do, as long as we are answering our callings, that's exactly what we are going to discover for ourselves. And I'm just gonna pull out something from the affirmation. Affirmations are the positive statements that when we keep saying, it's kind of rewiring our brain for the better outcome, right? Rather than just running our programs where something doesn't work and we are waking up moody, right? We are just saying, okay, let us just have the affirmation. So the mindful messages. Okay, this is actually, it's not affirmation, it's mindful messages, a deck. Releasing anger. Releasing anger. Anger is a natural emotion, but I recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me. I look at the person who has caused me pain and see them as the human being they are. I release the anger I feel and free myself. Freeing myself and expand into love. Love it. Anger is okay. It's part of our emotions. We don't want to keep it, like actually, like punch that pillow, curse, whatever you want to do, yell, but don't do it in front of the face of other person. Just do it, like in your own state. And what I really love, like just even lighting in the candle and just look at the candle, because it just, like just focusing on one, like just focusing on the candle, it's really bringing us to the balance. And just like looking at the flame, it could just like it could just zoom you out from everything, all the distractions of the world, so you can focus just on you, on your presence, and just be in that specific moment. And self appreciation. I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself. Find a comfortable space and bring a pen and paper. I will write a letter of appreciation to myself where I will pour love into who I am and all that I do. I feel this is the most important and the most relevant message. Appreciate ourselves, because how many times we are tough on ourselves. We can be the best friends for others. We can, pour the love into others, but when it comes to us, what do? We constantly criticize ourselves. So the message is self appreciation. Appreciate yourself, and you know that things are truly going to work out for you. Well, this was it for tonight. Just, like keep loving yourself. Keep, like watch again this life. I feel like this is like such a rich, great life, especially with the messages for business and money. Woo! Such a great blessings to look forward to. Like this week is going to be phenomenal. It's a fire. And Sharon, I'm truly looking forward to hear how did it go with your client. Please report back. And if anybody resonates, want to the party to continue, join my birthday celebration party, and you are going to learn more about how to receive these intuitive messages. We are going to practice together, and you'll have the time with me one on one. You can tune into that, and you also can have your activation audios and meditations. And I love you so, so, so much. So see you next Thursday for this another Cha-Ching Hotline episode. If you like it, please share with somebody who might be also receive the value from that. If you know another business owner, maybe like they want some uplifting messages, send them here. Let's have the party in here, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye now. Thank you. Bye, Sharon.